Cast your mind back to 1947, to the quiet town of Roswell, New Mexico. This sleepy southwestern town was thrust into the international spotlight when an unexpected event took place that would forever alter its history, and indeed the history of humankind. In early July of that year, a local rancher by the name of Mac Brazel discovered mysterious debris scattered across his property. This was no ordinary debris, mind you. It was comprised of unusual materials that Brazel had never seen before. Intrigued and a bit concerned, he reported his findings to the local sheriff, who, in turn, reported it to the Roswell Army Airfield. Within hours, military officials descended upon Brazel's ranch, collecting the strange debris and swiftly transporting it away. The incident quickly gathered momentum, with the Roswell Daily Record publishing a front-page article with the headline, "Ray OF Captures Flying Saucer on Ranch in Roswell Region." The public was captivated. Had a UFO truly crashed in Roswell? But the story took an unexpected turn. Just a day later, the US military issued an official statement claiming the debris was nothing more than a crashed weather balloon. The story was promptly squashed, and the public was left with more questions than answers. Over the years, however, the narrative began to shift. Witness accounts started to surface. People who claimed to have seen not only the unusual debris, but also alien bodies at the crash site. Newspaper clippings from the time began to be scrutinized, revealing inconsistencies in the government's account. Claims of cover-ups and government conspiracies began to swirl. With so many conflicting reports, the Roswell incident remains one of the most debated and controversial UFO cases in history. It continues to captivate researchers, UFO enthusiasts, and skeptics alike, leaving us all to ponder one question. But was it really a weather balloon as the government claimed, or was it something more extraterrestrial? Fast forward to 1997 to the clear night sky of Phoenix, Arizona. Imagine a tranquil evening disrupted by a spectacle that would baffle thousands and spark a debate that continues to this day. This is the story of the Phoenix Lights, an event where an estimated 10,000 people bore witness to a series of unexplained lights hovering over the city. The phenomenon unfurled on March 13, 1997, when an enormous V-shaped formation of lights, eerily silent, cruised over the night sky. The formation, spanning a width greater than several football fields, moved in unison, blocking out the stars behind it. Those who saw it were left in awe, their testimonies painting a picture of an extraordinary event that defies conventional explanations. Eyewitness accounts varied, yet a common thread wove through each story. People described seeing a large craft, its shape defined by a series of bright lights. The sighting was not fleeting. The craft, or whatever it was, lingered over Phoenix for hours, its presence captured in countless photographs and videos taken by astounded onlookers. The government's response to this mass sighting: military flares. They claimed that the National Guard was conducting routine training exercises that night, dropping high-intensity flares attached to parachutes. But for many, this explanation fell flat. How could flares, known for their flickering and descending motion, maintain a steady formation for such an extended period? Moreover, the official explanation failed to account for the sheer size of the object reported by witnesses. How could individual flares mimic the appearance of a solid, massive structure blocking out the stars? The skepticism surrounding the official explanation only fueled the fire of speculation and intrigue. The Phoenix Lights event remains one of the most documented and debated UFO sightings in history. Its scale, the number of witnesses, and the controversy surrounding the official explanation all contribute to its enduring mystery. Were they really just military flares? Or were we witnessing a display of advanced technology? This question, born out of that remarkable evening in Phoenix, continues to captivate our collective curiosity. Travel back a little further to the winter of 1989 in the skies above Belgium. Imagine the crisp, cold winter air, the sky dark and expansive. Suddenly, a large, silent black triangle appears, moving with an eerie grace that defies physics. This is not a scene from a science fiction novel, but a real-life event witnessed by thousands over several months. Dubbed as the Belgian UFO wave, this phenomenon was not just a fleeting glimpse caught by a single eye. It was an event witnessed by police officers and civilians alike, the very people entrusted with our safety and security. Their testimonies, consistent and credible, painted a vivid picture of the mysterious triangle that dominated the Belgian skies. What sets the Belgian UFO wave apart from other sightings is the compelling photographic evidence. A number of photographs were taken, capturing the dark triangle against the night sky. These images, sharp and clear, have been the subject of much scrutiny and analysis, yet no one has been able to conclusively debunk them or explain away what they show. Radar confirmations further bolstered the credibility of these sightings. The Belgian Air Force, in response to the numerous reports, scrambled F-16 fighter jets to intercept the unidentified object. Their radars locked onto the UFO, confirming its existence and behavior. The object moved at speeds and with maneuvers that defied conventional understanding of aviation technology. Despite the overwhelming evidence, the Belgian government could not identify the object. All conventional explanations fell short. It was not a plane, a helicopter, or a weather balloon. It was not a trick of light or a mass hallucination. It was something that simply could not be explained within our current understanding of the world. This leaves us with an unsettling question, a question that has been asked countless times in the wake of such sightings. Could this unexplained triangle be proof of extraterrestrial visitors? Now let's dive into the 21st century to the year 2004, off the coast of San Diego. Here we meet the Tic Tac UFO, a mystery that continues to baffle even the most skeptical minds. On a clear November day, U.S. Navy pilots embarked on a routine training mission. What was meant to be a regular day quickly turned into something far more extraordinary. The pilots spotted an object not unlike a Tic Tac mint in shape hovering above the water. This wasn't an ordinary aircraft. It was devoid of wings, rotors, exhaust plumes, or any other visible means of propulsion. Yet, it maneuvered with an agility and speed that defied our understanding of physics. It darted across the sky, moving in ways that seemed to laugh in the face of gravity. The pilots, seasoned veterans with years of experience, were left spellbound. They watched as this object, this Tic Tac UFO, performed feats that no human-made aircraft could replicate. It was like watching a magic show, except there was no magician to reveal the trick. And it wasn't just the pilots who witnessed this. The encounter was captured on infrared cameras, providing solid, tangible evidence of the Tic Tac UFO's existence. This wasn't just an anecdotal tale, this was a real object, caught on tape, defying our understanding of the world, but the intrigue doesn't stop there. Perhaps the most astonishing part of this story is the government's response. In a surprising departure from its usual stance, the US government acknowledged the incident. They admitted that they couldn't identify the object. They confirmed that it performed maneuvers beyond the capabilities of our current technology. So what was this Tic Tac UFO? A glitch in the Matrix? A secret military technology? Or perhaps something more extraordinary? The truth remains elusive. But one thing is certain, the Tic Tac UFO encounter has redefined our understanding of the unknown. The lines between science fiction and reality have blurred, leaving us with a tantalizing question. Could this be the most credible evidence yet of an extraterrestrial presence? So, what do all these encounters tell us? Let's take a step back and revisit what we've learned. Each of these incidents, from the Roswell incident to the Tic Tac UFO, has left us with a wealth of evidence that cannot be easily dismissed. These aren't just bedtime stories or the wild fantasies of sci-fi enthusiasts. They're accounts backed by physical evidence, corroborated testimonies, and in some cases, even government documentation. Let's start with Roswell, a reported crash of an extraterrestrial spacecraft in 1947. The debris, the eyewitness accounts, the initial press release from the military itself acknowledging the crash of a flying disc. All of these pieces point to something extraordinary. Then we have the Phoenix Lights. Thousands of people across Arizona witnessed the mysterious V-shaped object in the sky, yet the official explanation was flares dropped by military aircraft. But does that fully explain what was seen in the sky that night? Moving on to the Belgian UFO wave. For over a year, thousands of Belgians reported seeing a triangular craft in their skies. The military scrambled jets, radar confirmed something was there, but no explanation has ever been given. And finally, the Tic Tac UFO, captured on video by seasoned military pilots. The object's speed and maneuverability were unlike anything known to exist. The government's response? It's a mystery. In each instance, we see a pattern, strange occurrences, credible witnesses, and then denial or silence from those in power. It's a cycle of revelation and cover-up. But the winds are shifting. More scientists, more experts, more everyday people are looking up and admitting the possibility we might not be alone. These encounters, these pieces of evidence, they're pushing us to question, to probe, to explore. Could it be that we are not alone in the universe and that these visitors have been here all along?